Alright, now I need to go on my phone and check the UB-Tubi.
Yeah. Have you seen the first 2 episodes of Daredevil yet?
Nope. Don't fucking say anything. I won't. I will swear to God, you say something, I will kick you in the fucking vagina.
All I'm going to say is that I like the first 2 episodes.
I heard someone dies.
Do you want me to tell you if that's true or not?
I mean, you could tell me if someone actually dies or not.
Yes.
Someone actually dies.
Yes. As far as I know of, yes.
So... Okay, I'm assuming they're getting rid of an important character, so I'm assuming Foggy.
I'm not telling you.
I feel like I got it right. Because that's typically what you typically do when I got something right.
No, it's not.
It is actually. Your voice pitches a little bit.
Okay, do you want me to spoil you? Because I will.
Fucking at this point now, because I guarantee I'm right.
Yeah, it's Foggy.
Yeah, kind of figured. Which does kind of a twist, because usually it was gonna be Karen. Usually I thought it was gonna be Karen.
Yep.
How much you want to bet that Foggy's not actually dead, though?
I don't know. That'd be a hell of a twist.
Like him just being hospitalized? Or was he shot in the head?
I don't think he was no, he wasn't shot in the head. I say it's been like an hour or 2 since I watched it. But...
Because there was a point where Foggy got fucking shot and was in the hospital. Oh, speaking of... Hi, the person who came on the stream. Sorry, it was taking me I was taking my sweet-ass fucking time. We were talking about Daredevil.
yeah, overall, though, it's solid start for Daredevil.
Do you want me to screen share?
I'm on sitting myself.
That's why I'm asking. Do you want me to screen share, or would you rather just...
Well, what do we have here?
I'm leaving that decision up to you, mainly because typically most people want to play the game for themselves.
That's what I'm doing currently. I'm gonna go do the political prisoner SOS broadcast.
If you're planning on stopping it, you need to hurry.
I like how you were playing through your game with the 1980s suit, and I'm playing through mine with the year 1 suit.
Well, yeah, it's the 1970s suit. No one, it's the best Batman suit of all time.
I mean, that's widely debated, but I can understand, like, the...
It's not even debated, it's Batman.
So did you hear how Mattel has won the rights to DC action figures again?
Yeah, I told you about that.
Oh yeah, you did. I don't know how to feel about it. If they keep the wired capes, I don't care. Because at least they won't do significantly just Batman.
I don't want just Batman figures anymore.
Oracle, do not lose Talia's signal. Okay, the tower's locked down. No way in without the codes. One of the choppers will be carrying the master control program. I just need to find that chopper.
Fuck, dude. You know, I really hate this mission.
What mission?
The Tiger helicopters.
It's not bad. It's actually kind of fun. I don't know. I like it.
I didn't like it because, one, I don't like the tedious bullshit jumping to helicopter.
I guess that's understandable.
Targets are all hit. Casualties in Sector 1 are topping 100. Multiple targets down. Body count is high.
Especially because it won't register for the most part if you're...
Target is hit. Thermal scans of the area are showing 17 casualties.
Come on. There you go. By the way, that Daredevil fucking shit.
Targets neutralized.
I've got the code. I'm heading to Wonder Tower.
What about it?
You're doing the right thing. The code should let you enter via the guard room near the main gate.
You know how, like, a lot of people will try to redo... Like, try to remake... Like, try to reinvent the wheel when it comes to Batman and all that shit, or, like, certain characters.
Yeah.
They have also not tried to do that with with
I'm going after her.
fucking Daredevil.
She doesn't know Joker. She's out of her depth. I need to see.
It's kind of scary, though. The most comic-accurate version of Daredevil that we've ever gotten was the Ben Affleck version.
One thing I will say about the episodes that's not too particularly spoiler-ish is that I like that they actually made use of his billy clubs.
Batman inside.
Like with the grapple hook wise.
We have a lock on Batman. Firing at target. Zero visual on target. I repeat, we have lost sight of Batman. Damn it. Target has vanished.
Bitches.
Targets are all hit. Sector 4 is lit up like a Christmas tree.
But that was way too easy.
Multiple targets acquired and neutralized.
Just be fair, I played through this game, and it's like, you know, like, it feels just way too easy to play most of this shit. If they're gonna redo Batman,
Those Tiger guards have stun sticks. I need to attack from behind. before being hit.
Hold them in processing. We will let you know when we are ready to move them down to the execution chamber.
Affirmative, Commander.
there, Batman. We need to talk. And I know you wouldn't be able to live with yourself if your actions caused this poor man to die. I have a question for you. Before my arrival, this city was drowning under a tide. Have you ever considered that all this is your fault? Your presence breeds fear. Like germs, they spread. You created the environment that allowed the germs to mutate, to become stronger. Look at the Joker. If he even exists, if not for you, it must be depressing.
This daily dose of
All your sacrifice.
ASMR came from Buffalo Wild Wings.
You are the one to blame.
No.
We have at long last defeated the great Batman. Soon, I will take my rightful place at my master's side. We will rule over this world. So thank you, Batman, for all your help. Now, kill him. Teach him not to resist.
And breaking this motherfucker's leg.
A pointless effort, Dark Knight. You cannot stop the inevitable. Will rain down fire, brimstone on its enemies.
Let's just look around, see if I can grab something. Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah. Now, if you actually really think about it, Batman wearing the classic suit just fits a lot more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
You know the worst part about it, though, is if they actually did give up Batman wearing the fucking classic suit, I would be relatively pissed off. If they just stopped giving Batman the classic suit altogether. Like, they're like, you know what, we're just gonna stop making Batman wear the classic design. Because, obviously, it's too cool, and it's too gorgeous, and it's too sexy. And we're idiots, and we're insecure about Batman wearing, you know, gray and fucking blue, because they're fucking retarded as shit.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love the first two episodes of
You.
I told you I'd be back.
Daredevil.
Well, you took your time. It's crazy back there. First Joker's men came down here and started setting up camp. I did what you said and hid, but
What happened?
there were guards. You know, the ones that work for Strange. They came down and started killing everyone. It was a bloodbath.
It sounds like Strange is trying to cover his tracks. You seem to be good at hiding, Doctor. Stay here and do it again. I'll deal with the guards.
That's the last one. Area secure. Tiger 43 to
I'll be right back.
room is secure. All new inmates are neutralized. Well done. Protocol 10 is progressing beautifully. As we move into the final stage of Protocol 10, I would like to congratulate all Tiger forces on this wonderful achievement. As I look at the screens in front of me, I can see that we are rapidly approaching fatalities of 22%. My projections show that within 3 hours, every single inmate of Arkham City will be dead, and Protocol 10 will move into Stage 2. By the end of the month, new camps in Keystone and Metropolis will open, each modeled after Arkham City. You should all be proud of your part in this. We are the solution this world needs. We are the future. Check your numbers. Months of training and still you fail to beat the Batman. This is unacceptable. Anyone! What do you think you are doing, Wayne? You cannot stop me. I have one plan. Within the hour, every single piece of criminal scum will burn. And then I will turn my attention to your allies. I will march to Wayne Manor. I will drag your faithful butler through the streets of Gotham. And I will make him tell the world how you have failed. My Arkham City experiment is a success, and you will kneel before me, begging for your life.
Arriving at the observation deck.
Cover the door. Yes, sir. When the door opens, kill anyone in the elevator.
What if it's one of us?
It's not. Control says that it's Batman.
Nice. Locked and loaded. Open the doors.
Fire! Elevator clear. You sure?
Check again.
Casualties in Sector 3 are high. Returning to base.
Okay. Guardian.
Talk to me. Stage 1 has been completed, sir. Casualties are exceeding predictions at the primary locations. Good. Refocus your attacks on the museum. I want Cobblepot's fortress leveled. Affirmative, Professor Strange. Sir, initial bombardment of the museum has been completed. Target is not destroyed. Oh, very disappointing. Prepare to fire again. I want that museum gone, Captain.
You're running out of time. Strange is killing everyone in that place.
I'm nearly at the top. I'll stop him.
I know. How did he ever manage all this? He's killed hundreds of people, and he's got full authorization from the city. It's insane.
He's working with someone. I intend to find out who the moment I stop Protocol 10.
Targets are all hit. Sector 4 is lit up like a Christmas tree. Tiger Command, we're at the tower. No sign of Batman. Continue your search. Affirmative. Sweeping the tower.
Maintenance.
No sign of Batman on the tower, sir. Good. Perhaps he has fallen. Move your search to the lower sections. Affirmative, Command. Targets are all hit. Casualties in Sector 1 are topping 100.
This is our finest moment. A chance to destroy everything that plagues this city.
Target is moving this way.
Batman in the room.
Target is vanished.
Right side. Batman's over there. He's in the room. Batman is in there with you.
Target has vanished. Repeat, I have lost the target.
Batman's over there. He's there. Batman's there. I know you are there. You cannot escape here.
That was easy.
You have not won. You cannot win. I, Hugo Strange, am your successor. I have saved Gotham.
Oracle, shut this place down.
My pleasure.
You've ruined everything.
Get your hands off me.
Look at what you've done.
It's glorious, isn't it?
Okay, I'm back.
Alright, well, I just
Man,
finished. I'm ending Protocol 10.
If there's one thing I want to say about the first 2 episodes of Daredevil, because honestly, like, I need to rant about this because, oh, God, I love it.
What?
Okay, it's like, for me right now, it's on par with the Netflix show. First 2 episodes, at least, on par. Which is good, because the Netflix show is fucking amazing. And despite the fact that the costume does not have his iconic emblem, it looks good.
Well, I guess we have to wait until Elektra becomes Daredevil for us to see those double Ds.
I don't know. I honestly, you want to know what I think?
That joke went way over your head, didn't it?
Yeah, I know. I'm choosing to ignore it. I'm choosing my peace. I personally
Want those double
think
Ds.
he's... I think he's going to get it at the end of this show. This season. I think... I think he's gonna get it at the end. I might be wrong, but with how many, you know, like the whole 5 helmets thing and all that, and his whole like closet thing there, like that has been seen in the trailers. I think we're gonna get it. I think it'll happen at the end of the show or right before the final battle, so on and so forth. But so far, I fucking love the first 2 episodes. They knocked it out the park. Probably one of my favorite starts to an MCU show. Not like... because, like, obviously, the original Daredevil show's fucking perfect. Love
No,
it.
it isn't.
First season was... okay. My opinion, I love it. It's like one of my favorite Marvel shows. It's my favorite Marvel show. And I think it was just phenomenal. I think it had some of the best writing out of any Marvel show. I mean, if you have another one, please be my guest and tell me a better Marvel show. Show, not movie, show. Because
Live action, right?
live action.
Alright. Loki.
Bruce, are you okay? The tower just exploded.
See, but like...
I noticed.
Thank God.
Well well paced.
The power behind
The story was more driven towards
this whole place.
doing a redo of the redemption arc
Where's he now?
for Loki, trying to do a bunch of catch up, which it did properly. You know, it's like grabbing a glass of water. On top of that, how it was supposed to be setting up Kang, it did it wonderfully. Now, didn't really help the fact that Kang was basically fucking
shafted.
Yeah, shafted. But how they set him up, it was prime. They just fucked it up afterwards.
Which isn't surprising.
Now, just queuing out for Netflix shows altogether, Luke Cage.
See, no, I feel like Daredevil's more consistent. Like,
Luke Cage was way more consistent than Daredevil ever was. Mainly because what it did was it did mix a lot of stuff up, but I think they did it deliberately because they wanted people who were fans of the comic books to have those like twists.
I don't know. And, you can say, oh, yeah, you've got to base just because, Daredevil's your favorite Marvel hero, but, like, not, like, I genuinely love the Netflix show for what it is. Because while it did adapt some stories and it didn't adapt them all perfectly, it still did a pretty
It
damn good job
it didn't
with what it had.
it didn't adapt any stories except for Born Again. And it just took
And
panels and scenes from certain stuff from season 2. Which, by the way, I'm also going to say this, and I'm just throwing this out there. A show that was also a lot nicer, mainly because how long it took. Peggy Carter.
see, Peggy Carter's like,
Something's come up.
it's. I don't even know if it's considered canon to the MCU.
Declaring the fact that
Like-
it's short. Declaring the fact that it's short was a pilot. Like, that short for the Captain America movie for Peggy Carter was a pilot. I think so.
I don't know. I see, like, I don't know exactly.
It's no
I'm not
longer
sure if it's
canon.
actually canon.
It's no longer canon after Endgame.
I don't even think it was canon before then.
No, it was canon. And people are canonized, and they might as well canonize Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. too.
As far as I know of, the later seasons did a lot of stuff that retconned with what the MCU was doing, hence why it became uncanon.
So did the Netflix shows. So did Daredevil. They did so many stuff to decanonize. I'll put it like this. Echo basically decanonized season 1 of Daredevil.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what they're doing for which seasons of Daredevil are canon. Like, obviously, like...
Oh, and by the way, I'm also going to throw this out there. Hawkeye was a better show. And you cannot... You see, the fact is, you cannot argue with me on that one because you can even admit Hawkeye was a better show. Its pacing, its story, it was...
True, but, like, at the same time, like, I don't know, like... I don't know. Like, I love Hawkeye. I think it's a great show. But I kind of found it stupid that they made Kingpin a Daredevil villain. The main villain of it.
First of all, I'm nipping this in the butt. Kingpin was never a fucking Daredevil villain. He's a street-level villain. He's never been a Daredevil villain, and if anything close to it, he's a Spider-Man villain. Daredevil has never had a true fucking arch-nemesis besides maybe Bullseye. Because every other villain that Daredevil has was shared by Spider-Man. Stiltman, the Owl, fucking Bullseye, and some of the modern fucking Daredevil villains, those could be considered Daredevil villains because Spider-Man has never really fought them. But every other fucking character, like the most iconic members that people have seen Daredevil fight, have been Spider-Man villains and have been street tier villains more than first and foremost. To the point that people associate that's why Daredevil is more prominently known to be a side character, more prominently known to be a side character in the comic books. Daredevil and Spider-Man have been so tied together to the point that Daredevil is legit just Spider-Man but dry. Just a dry sense of humor version of Spider-Man.
And he's like, well, overall, he's like, I don't know. Because, like, you say, like, he's a drier version of Spider-Man and everything and all that. But at the same time, his stories are, like...
Dry means sense of humor-wise.
Well, yeah, I mean, more or less nowadays, Matt doesn't have a sense of humor.
He has a sense... Then. No, he does have a sense of humor. It's just always been dry. His jokes would be like, why did a chicken cross the road? Oh, why did it? Because it died. that was always Daredevil's jokes. It wasn't like it was just dry. He was known to be very dry. His humor was more sarcastic.
Yeah, I mean, I think personally, the Netflix shows have always been like what people think of them is preference. Like a lot of people praise the Netflix shows. I'm one of them for the most part. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Daredevil, Defenders were all very solid. I'm okay with Iron Fist. It's okay. That's about all I can say.
Why are you taking so long, Batman? Oh, hold on. I get it. You want me to off this annoying woman.
I
mean, she does go on as
I think that
great laugh.
you know, Iron Fist was alright. It's not like the worst show ever. It's not like the best show ever.
Okay.
Overall though, I still like stand with the statement that I think Daredevil overall was the most well received out of the entire bunch.
Actually, he wasn't. Jessica Jones was. She was well received. Seconded was Luke Cage. Least was Iron Fist.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that, honestly.
Where are you,
But I mean, like, I don't know. Matt and Fogg's entire dynamic in that first season was really well done. Like, they all had respective arcs that I liked, and, you know, the character growth was good. I still like I think honestly my favorite season was season 2, I think. I love season 1.
You think?
Well, it's like I've loved all the seasons equally, and honestly my favorite does vary quite often because like I think the first season's amazing. It's great, you know. Really well done. It's solid. So is season 2. So is season 3. It was like the thing is that all 3 seasons were consistent. The only
Not
one
really.
that slightly the one in my opinion that slightly faltered was 2. But 3 was good. You know,
Actually, number 2 was the one that people liked the most.
yeah, like cuz 2 had, you know, Punisher and Matt, you know, clashing with their ideals. You know, Kingpin still trying to pull strings, you know, despite the fact he was in jail, and Matt actually having a Daredevil suit despite the fact of, no, it's not the Daredevil suit, yada yada yada. You know, I liked it. I liked Elektra. Overall, like, season 2 was, like, really, really solid.
This is the big opening night, Batman. What's keeping you?
I think, honestly, in my opinion, I do think season 2 is my favorite. Season 3 is really good. I loved season 3. Season 1 was a damn good start, and everyone had pretty damn good arcs.
I didn't
Obviously.
like season 3. I absolutely hated it. I despised it.
I
Because-
liked Bullseye. It was weird to me, kind of when he stole Daredevil's suit, but I was kind of whatever about it. 'cause I'm
Season
like, okay,
3
cool.
Season 3 was purely a digression of who Daredevil was. And they did that way too fucking early. I'm sorry. No, you do not do that season 3. That is a season 5 story.
Well, they
And if you're
kind
gonna, and if you're
of
gonna,
got put onto the.
And if you're
well,
gonna-
we're canceling your show.
and if you're gonna, and if you're gonna do Born Again, do Born Again. So I better see Karen Page popping pussy and doing coke,
Problem solved.
and then dying by bullseye later down the line after giving away Daredevil's secret identity.
No choice.
Because yes, that was the whole point of Born Again.
I had to save you.
Daredevil was down here on his commission.
Him? I told
Karen lost her fucking way. Like, she left New York to be an actress, and then she ended up becoming a porn star.
Yeah, it's,
And that was
I like the route that they kind of did with Karen and
Foggy being
Yeah.
hospitalized too, because it was purely everyone was losing.
yeah. I mean,
I think Elektra also died in that his season as well. Died in Born Again too. It's either that or she died in Frank Miller's one. I don't know for sure.
yeah. I don't remember what run she died in it. Elektra's died with quotations so many fucking times. But so far, I think aspect-wise, I think that I'm trying to word it in like
Without
Like a
me,
good-
without saying what I said, which is popping pussy.
no, like Born Again feels like it's definitely like in some aspects leaning more towards the comic book side with like his movement and, you know, like his equipment. But it's still got that feeling from the Netflix show that like people loved and adored.
I don't.
And obviously, you know, you have the cast and
I don't like
everybody,
the.
like
I didn't like the promo because the promo it looked like a fucking fan film. And yes, it actually did look like a
Which-
fucking fan film.
which promo are you talking about?
Where you see him debuting the suit, and then you hear the fucking Daredevil theme dialogue like pop up right when you see his suit, while he's swinging around.
Okay, true, but at the same time, you know, you can argue, yeah, it's Marvel, they've got infinite money. You know, they only gave this TV show so much budget. I still appreciate them trying.
Why
You know,
would they give? That would make zero sense because why would they give a limited budget compared to the fact that it would probably be a guaranteed success?
You know how fucking Marvel is?
Come on, me bitch!
Me and you both know how Marvel is. Like, yeah. They tend to make dumb decisions with shows that could fucking floor critics. Like I'm gonna say this here. Like
they
my
would actually made
biggest
a lot more money
fucking
if,
gripe.
like they would have made a lot more fucking money if they would have made Bucky Captain America over Sam, because they were setting that shit up.
You know, they probably would have. And you want to know another show? If they had actually cared about the fucking source material and done it right, would have done them so much better.
Moon Knight.
Miss Marvel.
No,
Moon Knight
Miss
got well
Mar-
received.
No, Moon Knight did not actually.
Moon Knight got actually pretty well received.
No, he didn't.
I didn't see many people hate on it. Mostly everyone I watched around the time Moon Knight released.
Moon Knight was not well received.
Praised.
And I will flat fucking tell you, Moon Knight was not well received. Because I was watching the fucking scoring.
Hold on. I gotta...
People actually
look
liked
this
Miss
up.
Marvel a lot more.
Well, I mean, I looked it up and it says overall, like... Overall, it was well received. But there was a group that, you know, said it was bad.
That's basically saying we're gonna lie to everybody. It's the same people who sit there and say that the Acolyte was the best fucking Star Wars show of all fucking time.
Dude, the Acolyte was garbage.
Exactly, but what you're fucking listening to is a site that says that supports that kind of shit. Because
I literally just looked up on Google.
Google does that kind of shit. Google will look up the most comparable argument out there. They don't sit there and say because yes.
You're supposed to be killing.
Look at that. Hasbro just immediately dropped the fact that they're releasing a Daredevil figure for the new show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm buying that shit.
But yeah, I'm flat going to tell you this. No, Moon Knight was not well received. People actually did not like Moon Knight because it had a lot of forced identity bullshit, which that was because of the Scarred Scarab. It fucked up Moon Knight himself to the point that actual, like, big-time Moon Knight comic fans, like hard-earned comic fans, were so disappointed. Not to mention, they were sitting there saying that this is going to be a dark take on Moon Knight, yet it wasn't dark at all.
I mean, at the time, it was like, it was the darkest Marvel had gotten in a minute.
Nope. Nope, it wasn't. Because you can't say that when Winter Soldier exists. That was darker.
Well, I mean, like...
Iron Man 3 was darker.
I mean, I get what you're saying there, but at the same time, like, it was after that they started going more and more family friendly, yada yada yada. And then once Moon Knight was coming out,
they started going family friendly right during Age of Ultron.
But like, fuck me up. God fucking bless it.
Which, by the way, Civil War was also darker than Moon Knight. Yes, it was darker.
I think, like, the only particularly dark thing was the... death of Tony's parents being Bucky's fault.
Really? So the interrogation was Zemo. You didn't see that one. Where he fucking put someone's head into a sink and then drowned him afterwards. Or how about the whole fucking... every fucking scene with Winter Soldier. Where he cuts loose. Or the fucking scene with Crossbones, where he was sat there trying to blow himself up, and then Scarlet Witch contains it while he's in the explosion, killing him, and then throwing him in the middle of fucking everybody. Or even better.
That's not...
War Machine's crash.
Okay, but... War Machine's crash wasn't necessarily dark.
Yes, it was.
Just more or less.
It was way more darker than Moon Knight ever was.
Okay, at the time, before the end of the film, you think, oh, okay, he just got knocked out. Nobody particularly knew the fact that he was fucked up completely. That didn't get revealed till, the end of the... Okay, because...
Really? So him bleeding from his nose. So him bleeding from his nose and looking like a dead corpse. Or the fact...
Okay, at the time, people could chalk that up to he busted his nose when he hit the ground and was unconscious.
My guy, Friday even flat said, vitals are faint. Basically saying that he was dying. My guy, you are sitting here trying to defend Moon Knight, which, by the way, not even Moon Knight fans would do that! They even sit there and say that the show was garbage!
I liked Moon Knight. Is it bad that I want to defend a show that I enjoyed watching? Fair, it's not perfect comic comparison, but I still liked it.
Yes, but here's the thing, though. Even people who like the show would even sit there and admit it's not dark for shit. It's not worth saying it's dark. It was very comical.
Didn't Moon Knight literally, well, not technically, it didn't show it, but didn't he fucking stab like 5 people to death in like the 3rd episode?
No. They didn't show shit, and by the way, the whole point of it being dark would be storytelling. Death is not dark. Death is not one thing that is dark. Saying that's dark would be basically saying like, oh my god, the Spider-Man's origin story is dark and edgy. No, it's not.
I mean, it's somewhat dark because he loses his uncle.
No,
but that's about it.
No, it's not dark. It's a standard. That's like that would basically be saying a standard Superman story would be dark.
I mean, his entire planet gets fucking exploded. That's a little dark. His home world is destroyed. He loses his biological parents and ends up on a planet light years away.
No, see, that's the thing, though. That's tragedy, not dark. Dark is for the sake of losing everything and still falling apart to this day with no form of hope being anywhere near a line of sight. Dark would be what Batman is, where, yes, Batman still wins, but he still loses at the same time. Daredevil was dark, because, yes, even though he wins, he still loses at the same time. It isn't, I'm still the beacon of everything!
I don't think Daredevil has been more or less a hopeful person.
Yes, he has been. But, like I said...
Barely.
Like I said, dark stories. Moon Knight was not dark. And even the fucking writers in there flat said, no, we fucked up. We did not, it wasn't dark for shit. It wasn't a dark storytelling. And let's, here, just the epiphysis of all of it. Let's compare Moon Knight to his comic book counterpart. Moon Knight flat out threatened somebody so vulgar and severely that he just gave up. Instead of Moon Knight chasing a criminal down, he crashed his fucking plane onto him and then told the fucker, next time you see me, run. Even though he just crippled the guy permanently. Moon Knight flat out cuts his arch enemy's face off and then wears it and starts talking to himself while he's wearing the fucking cut up face.
What the hell happened in there?
I do not see that version of Moon Knight doing that kind of shit, or the MCU version of Moon Knight doing that, because even Mark Spector was.
It's like, let alone if we're ever going to see fucking MCU Moon Knight again.
And here's the other thing is, because one, Jake Lockley just seems like overly violent, which, by the way, that was never Jake Lockley. They took Mark Spector from being a sad sap to just a misunderstood loner with a heart of gold. And then they turned Stephen Grant to the funny guy who trips on his balls every night. But when the time gets tough, he knows how to fight. Even though he was tripping on his balls and was fucking around for the majority of the fight. But when it gets serious, he knows how to fight. Moon Knight... Okay, the Moon Knight series was the equivalent of Tiger Waititi's Thor. For Love and Thunder. What it did to Thor's character. The problem, and the worst part about it is, Moon Knight's biggest power was his obscurity in the comic books. That's what made him super duper cool. That's what made him one of the best things for comic writers, because if you throw them onto a Moon Knight story, they could actually tell a coherent story without having any restrictions where they can actually, do what they want with the character. Now Moon Knight has to have a god that's talking in his ear now. You cannot make that vague anymore. Moon Knight has to have superpowers now, because that's what they did. They gave him superpowers, which that was a whole delusion of trying to make him less like Batman, when in all actuality you just fucked him up as a character, because Moon Knight was supposed to be gadget-based. Moon Knight has never been Batman. He's never been a version of Batman. He's never been, like, the most... Calling Moon Knight Batman would basically be an oversimplification, because they are so parallel from each other that it doesn't make sense to even use that comparison.
Yeah, it's... I've never, Moon Knight and Batman is not something I probably compared it at one point, but mainly him and Darkhawk are like the rivals.
But like I've said, and this is what I've told people, like, these characters are so drastically different that if you think that they are the exact same character just because, like, maybe, like, 2 comparisons, it's fucking weird. Which, yes, the 2 comparisons is the fact is they're both rich, gadget-themed superheroes that have, like, fucking throwing blades that has their fucking symbol on them.
Yeah.
And that's usually where the comparison ends. And yes, it does bug the fuck out of me that Moon Knight show existed. And if they do season 2, they're gonna have to do some major erasing for it to be appealing towards actual Moon Knight fans. Which one of them is erasing that whole bullshit with him having powers. And yes, what they did was they fucked up bringing in Mr. Knight. To quote Xavier Mendoza, who brought this up. No, Moon Knight having the Mr. Knight character, like, fucking identity, was basically the equivalent of making Spider-Man's origin story, giving him the black suit, and then having him shoot lasers out of his hands. That would basically be the equivalent of making a Superman movie, but he's only wearing the solar suit. And it's his origin story. And he's wearing the solar suit.
Home sweet home.
Kind of get where I'm coming from here?
No.
Moon Knight was not well received at all by the fans and by the demographic that he was trying to pull. The only demographic that actually liked it was a bunch of these idiots that will just suck up anything that's MCU related. The idiots that don't actually have a actual fucking shred of originality. Like, the people who don't read the comic books. That was the point that a lot of people have made over the years. That's why a lot of people are getting really tired of Marvel fans right now, because Marvel fans are getting really sick of the MCU catering to that demographic instead of the comic fans.
Piece by piece.
Because it's like, no, we don't like we don't like these hard-earned superheroes being Mr. Funny Man who trips on his balls, but when the time gets tough, then they know Kung Fu!
Pity.
No, we like our characters to be adaptive, be responsible, be heroes, be natural-born fucking leaders, because that's what they were in the comic books. We like a version of Spider-Man that can stop a car more than twice. We like a version of Thor that can actually, be a fucking warrior instead of a bumbling idiot. That's the point. That's the biggest issue right now in Marvel. They catered to the wrong demographic. You kind of see why I'm starting to get a little pissed off about it.
Yeah. Thankfully, Marvel's been making a somewhat comeback. They did well with Daredevil, or they did well with Deadpool and Wolverine. Captain America was half and half, but overall mostly liked. I mostly liked it. Besides, obviously, you know, the few obvious issues. Daredevil so far is being very well received. Fantastic Four, as you know, is obviously projected to do amazing. Thunderbolts is going to be okay, I think. I don't know. It's like one of the ones I'm just going to have to watch to actually fully give a full opinion on it. Because the trailers look okay. It's not making me too excited. But
Well, you also don't like John Walker.
Okay, I don't mind him as U.S. agent. I didn't like him as Cap. I don't mind him as U.S. agent. Yelena's okay. I like her. Sentry's just Sentry. I don't give a shit. Red Guardian's annoying.
That's even... You know, I could be a real asshole. Alright. Fun fact. You know who actually was a more well-received Captain America during his debut?
Isaiah Bradley.
No.
Or Red Guardian.
Red Guardian was never Captain America. I'm saying Captain America. You know who was the most well-received Captain America? Through comic book history. And...
Bucky.
No, and... Nope. And people liked him more than Steve Rogers. And what happened was it pissed off comic writers because the whole reason why they did this version of this character was to prove why Steve Rogers is so much better as Captain America. John Walker. John Walker was actually extremely well received as Captain America, and he was so well received, instead of just killing him off, they just gave him the U.S. agent mantle.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that pissed off a lot of comic fans at the time. But granted, this was the 90s and 80s. They liked the idea of John Walker being... They liked the idea of Captain America being more like how Judge Dredd was. How RoboCop was. Because that's what John Walker's version of Captain America was. I think it's even more... I think it's more stupid that people are spreading this narrative that John Walker was racist.
Yeah, when did that exist? Like, look, I don't mind U.S. Agent. He's an okay character. He's not my cup of tea, but that's just me.
Hell, John Walker and Steve Rogers have always been well-received good fucking friends. They weren't originally, because originally John Walker was an enemy towards Cap. More of like a rival, but like he was basically the equivalent of Knuckles to fucking Sonic.
Yeah. I feel like...
Don't think I've ever seen
I don't know how, like MCU Steve would feel about John, though, because, you know, obviously he took his shield and took an innocent life. Well, not an innocent, but...
Calling him innocent would basically be equivalent of calling Vulture innocent.
I mean, fair he had done anything, but at that point it was just an execution, because he had given up by that point, and...
Okay, I'll put it like this. What John Walker was by all means how soldiers are, especially with soldiers with PTSD. At some point, soldiers with PTSD will fucking forget what they're at and just assume the foreground of the war. And keep this in mind, he just took the super soldier serum, which the super soldier serum was also known to make people a little crazy.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
Especially because it wasn't, like, this was not the actual super soldier serum. This was one that was designed based off of the Red Skull's super soldier serum. I'm just flat out saying this now because that was the only that was the only way to actually come up with an actual version of the super soldier serum. That's what Bucky's had.
Mm-hmm.
It was a perfected version of theirs. And what Hydra believes is perfected, I don't think anyone else would consider perfection. No, I do not. Like, I like John Walker as Winter. I like John Walker as U.S. agent, but I do not like him as Captain America. But also, at the same time, I do not have any delusions. And the fact is that he was actually way more well received than most people are setting it out to fucking say.
Yeah, I think he's okay as Captain America, but he's overall better as U.S. agent.
He was better as U.S. agent, but I'm also really fucking tired of people going like this whole like fucking shit on John Walker shit. We're like, oh, he's fake Cap. Oh, he's not real Captain America. Oh, he's fake Cap. He's dollar store Captain America. Oh, he's a piece of shit. Oh my God, he's a racist. It's to me it's the equivalent of how liberals treat Republicans. It's without getting to know them, they immediately assume that these guys are horrible people. And first of all, I'm not even a Republican, but I will still sit there and I could actually still sit there and have a coherent conversation with a Republican. Same thing with a Democrat. But that's also because I'm not sitting there immediately assuming that they're this horrible, evil monster that needs to be killed. Which, that's what most fucking liberals do nowadays. It's not even a fucking sense of actual self-respect or dignity. It is, well, these guys don't believe what I believe, so that makes them awful.
Yeah.
This is our chance for glory. Word is Joker's dead. We all saw what happened to the rut that used her. What the? There, she's up there. She's gone. I lost her. Find her now.
Fuck! Why did it slip on me?
What are you playing?
Fucking the Catwoman mission with Two-Face. Hey, pussy face! Fucking quit being a little fucking bitch and fucking quit hiding! I'm doing my common strategy that I have always done when it comes to this mission. Which has always been just fucking rush him and just hitting him once.
Okay, since we are on like mainly the topic of Daredevil, what is your favorite Daredevil suit?
You know this, it's the yellow suit.
That's fair. Mine, you know what mine was. It was the main gen one, like the one I was had as my profile picture for a long time.
There we go. Got that win.
Sorry, Hog. This really isn't your line.
It's all you have to do is just bum rush him.
You've hidden the rest of my scalp, or I'll even out the other side of your face.
I only took half. The rest I gave away. I win, bitch.
Enough with the twos already.
There you go.
It just keeps getting you into trouble.
Alright, what I might end up doing is I might just do a final episode tomorrow or this weekend of me just clearing out all the Riddler trophies and shit like that. I might continue something else on here, but that's pretty much it. But I believe the Riddler stuff deserves its own fucking episode.
Just couldn't keep away,
Yeah.
huh? Can't say I blame you.
There's still work to do here in Arkham.
I work tomorrow.
Good luck with that.
I'm luckily working with Mackenzie again. Good kid. Like I said, good kid. And she actually knows what she's doing. And also, I found out that they fired the host that I absolutely despise.
That's good.
Granted, that means that I'm screwed on Thursday.
Tiger 5 to command.
Augmented reality training online.
I'm sick of standing out here. I'm gonna crack open the crate and drink the Titan myself. Really? Yeah. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, you get all big, Batman kicks your ass, and you rot to death in a prison city. You're a funny guy. And you'll be a dead one if you drink the Titan. We're paid to guard it, so we guard, okay? It's Batman! You're not getting past me again. Phone and answer it quick, Batman.
Alright, Victor's ass wanted to start a mission. I just pretty much just start every mission that, you know, sets up for me. Oh yeah, apparently, Sharp hangs himself.
What?
Quincy Sharp hangs himself after the events of Arkham City.
Yeah, I think he does.
I was rereading all the fucking origin stories, or like the little bios that you get for finishing the story,
Yeah.
or like the Riddler trophies and all that.
Hmm?
It gave him the gift of salvation. It happened so fast, but I felt every joyous sensation. The blood sprayed over my face, and I saw what little life was left in his eyes. But then it was over. I felt lost. Like it had been meaningless. That no one would acknowledge my sacrifice. And then it happened. Without realizing what I was doing, I plunged the knife into my forearm and cut it deep. It was incredible.
When I was a young boy, my father. I'm sorry, like the Victor Zsasz origin, the Victor Zsasz, like how Victor Zsasz talks about cutting himself. Slit my wrist and black my eye. You gotta admit, that is flat out what he sounds like.
Yeah. It does.
Oh, Deadshot just killed somebody.
Batman, I've detected the distinctive sound of Deadshot's sniper rifle firing again inside Arkham City.
City into one big freaking zoo and let the animals tear each other to bits. Yeah, that's the way to deal with criminals.
The freaking man!
How much more can you take, little girl? Please.
Who's this sucker?
No.
It's the bat.
Your mother won't recognize you when we're finished with you.
Joke's on you. My mother's dead. The good old fashioned bat cock shot.
A third victim. It looks like he's hiding behind.
Oh my god, that just sounded so brutal. The Batman cock shot.
I think I found the link that
Hey,
connects Deadshot.
everyone knows the best shots is the Batman cock shots.
Again. We need to stop him.
The first two both work for Strange.
You would be an awesome fucking awesome game mechanic for like a Batman video game. Before someone pulls out their gun and they hide it like right on their pants and shit like that, you can kick them in the groin and have them shoot themselves in the dick.
Specializing in advanced weapon delivery systems.
Deadshot's clearing up Strange's mess. I'll track this shot to see if he left anything I can use to find him. Good work, Bart.
Wow, that was I missed that by an inch. Let's try this one more time. Because I know I'm not fucking this up on purpose. There we go.
Hit here. Deadshot ricochets a shot off of this shot. To make the shot, Deadshot would have been lying down. His body heat melted the snow there. We've got him, Oracle. I've isolated a number of very distinctive plastic-based particles and identified items that use this material in their construction.
So I see. Looking at the possible choices, I assume you've decided on the power substations, right?
Exactly. Cross-referencing this against locations that would definitely contain the metallic particles from the second crime scene gives us...
3 locations. You've done it. You're actually gonna catch the son of a bitch.
I've marked the map. I'll let you know what happens. The only way I'm going to find Deadshot is to check out each of the locations that match his forensic profile.
He sounds so fucking fed up with everything right now.
Me?
Yeah.
What? No, no.
Quit being. Don't be sarcastic. It's not. It doesn't suit you.
What? When was being sarcastic not suiting me?
It makes you sound like a pussy.
What? How does being sarcastic make me sound like a pussy? Bro, what?
Shot of the dead.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
It's the bat. It is hit.
Before I do this, I want to check to see if they actually put the Titan there now. Because I don't believe that they would have made it so you would actually have to see the Titan. That you would actually have to, look for it.
Yeah.
Because I like the idea of, instantly finishing this.
What's the bat doing here?
Really? Alright. Not one I can do right now. I kind of do hate that. There's no reward for doing shit early, is there? And that kind of pisses me off a little bit. Oh nope, someone's getting surprise butt fucked. Just clench your cheeks, you'll be fine! If he keeps pushing, just scream, "Oh yeah, daddy!" He will be so disorientated you can push him off and run away!
Surprised to see me, Batman? A little. Last time I saw you, you were wrapped around the hood of my car. You knew it would not kill me. I wasn't trying to. I'm in no mood for a fight. What are you doing here?
Dr. Young's Titan formula. The Payaso managed to send some off Arkham Island before you stopped him.
I know. Penguin had his own Titan guards. How much more did Joker send out?
Too much. That is why I am here. I will not allow the Basura of this city to abuse the Titan. Dr. Young used me to create it. It is my duty to destroy what remains.
I'll help.
So when do you work tomorrow?
If you try
I'm off.
Oh, you're off tomorrow?
We find Titan containers, we destroy them. Deal?
Of course.
So what's going on with the whole... Is like the situation just finally just done and over with now?
Jake.
Yeah.
You find your sins.
He's still ignoring Caleb completely.
You've got some catching up to do. And remember, I'm trusting you.
I'd be
I've
real.
told him
Don't make me regret that.
I've told him, I'm like, dude, it's been a week. You've done this shit long enough, bro. Both of you are in the fault. Just fucking
Caleb,
quit
no,
this.
Caleb was not in the fucking fault.
Well,
I
the
wouldn't even.
only thing technically, no, the only thing technically you could say he was is because it took so long. That's the only thing. I don't believe that, but I'm just trying to say that so he fucking quit and quit excluding him out of all of the shit. So
I
I'm
wouldn't.
like, just
I wouldn't
fucking-
even. I wouldn't even do play devil's advocate with Jacob. I was just gonna say, no, you're at fault here. You're the piece of shit here. Caleb did.
I have gone off on him about this shit. Like, I left this man like a fucking long ass paragraph about the shit. Very long paragraph. And I guess they're just gonna resolve it when they can.
I was just gonna say this. How about this? Jacob needs to fucking understand that he's a piece of shit, and what he did was royally fucked up and was against.
Fixing it anyway. Tight. Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, I've told him that. I've told him.
And expecting some form of fucking privacy after sending that kind of picture that isn't even about, like, isn't even of him. Sending your own nudes is one thing, because guess what? Only you're able to consent to that. But sending someone else's nudes, they have to consent to that kind of shit. And if she only sent it to you, there's an unwritten agreement that you're not allowed to be showing other fucking people. The fact that he did was just all around just fucked up. And like I said, it's not even like worth playing devil's advocate for it. I would simply call him a piece of shit and say it there and say, if this is the way he's gonna act, because because Caleb decided to act like a fucking man and fucking hold his friends accountable for their actions. Because yes, that's what he did. He held you accountable. Like, he held Jacob accountable for his actions. My personal thought process is, if Jacob really doesn't like that, then he doesn't deserve a girl like Siri. He doesn't deserve a friend like Caleb, because guess what? At least Caleb's doing the fucking right thing here. Yeah, it was late, but also at the same time, Caleb didn't know what to fucking do.
Yeah.
He's never been in that kind of situation before. I have. And you know what? A friend of mine had more respect for me because I was doing the right thing by the people around me than just sitting here being a little whiny little fucking pussy going like, oh my god, this is such a betrayal. No, it's not a betrayal. A betrayal would be letting you do that.
Yeah.
Now that all the Titan containers are destroyed, I should go back to Bane and see how he's doing.
And that's simple. That is as simple as I thought. And I just realized, I just said this all on stream. These these motherfuckers will put two and two together. But also at the same time, it's like, yeah, no, dude. And they know, we know too, Jacob, so. But like I said, it's simple as this. No, it's fucking disgusting. Did he really think that, you know, his friends were just gonna let him do something that fucked up, especially towards someone like Siri? She didn't fucking deserve that kind of shit. I don't fucking know her. But also at the same time, I'm not gonna sit there and, you know, accept her fucking nudes randomly. If he would have said that shit to me, she would have known instantly. I would have fucking shown her everything, and I'll sit there and go, yeah, this is that, and this is that. I won't even sugarcoat. I'll be like this. Yeah, he blatantly sent this for the sake of sending it. It's like I wouldn't fuck with him. He's a fucking narcissist.
Yep.
Granted, you also know how I am about this kind of. You know how I am about this shit.
Yeah.
Because I take this kind of shit very fucking personal. But to also be fair, I have a lot of friends who are women that have gotten put in this situation because of pieces of shit like Jacob. And because of that, these women do not feel fucking safe around a whole lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because, like, they're sending you something in confidence.
Yeah.
Am I saying anything out of pocket?
Not particularly, no.
Nope. Respect yourself, respect others. Something that Jacob has yet to learn. Because he still treats all of his friends like shit. And then he acts like that he's the victim when his friends hold him accountable for his actions.
Yeah.
God, I fucking hate working with Bane.
As I was saying, I've destroyed mine. I take it you've done the same?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Alright, Bruce, I think I'm gonna go to bed because I do have to kind of get up early because I have to take my mom to the doctor.
Alright.
I needed it all for myself.
Right, I will talk to you tomorrow, good sir.
Alright. Peace.
Peace out, man.
I knew I couldn't trust you, Bane, so I used you instead.
What?
Simple. You rounded up the remaining Titan. Now, I can destroy it.
Stop!
I was kind of forced to do that. I didn't want to do that mission, or I didn't want to finish this off. I just kind of wanted to get that part done, and it was called good. Piece of shit. Really?
You were right.
Really? There we go. Alright, I'm ignoring everything on Snapchat for right now.
I cannot describe with mere words the joy I feel as I make that mark into my flesh. Soon, I will carve your life on my arm. Your entire lives have been accelerating to this point. Can you feel the time approaching, little pigs? Mwah. My body is a temple dedicated to your memory. You I will gut like a fish. You're probably praying I will end your lives quickly. I won't. This is all too fun, isn't it, Piggies? I'm enjoying myself so much. I nearly forgot to give Batman another call. Come on, Batman! Where are you? Don't worry. He'll fail. This time, be the next. I can see it now. He's running for that phone, desperately trying to reach you, trying to keep you all alive. This game isn't over. Maybe he doesn't believe I'm going to kill you all.
And defeat Zaz.
This is not over. It cannot be over. My blade will bathe in the crimson rivers of blood that will pour from the holes I cut into your body. You cannot deny me the mark. I need to make the mark. It's all I have left.
That psycho looked into my eyes and told me what he was gonna do to me. I've never been so scared.
He's locked up now. You'll be safe here.
I owe you, Batman. This maniac was talking like he was gonna cut us up.
He was. You'll be safe here for now. He's not going anywhere.
Yep, just $3. Alright, let's head to there.
This area contains one of the electrical substations that are linked to Deadshot. I should investigate further.
Wow.
This is the substation Deadshot's been using. This substation could be the one Deadshot used. Deadshot was here. He was using this substation to store his equipment and... a PDA. It's heavily encrypted. I'll need to bypass the security if I'm going to find out any more about Deadshot and what he's doing here. This PDA was definitely given to Deadshot by Hugo Strange. It looks like he was smuggled into Arkham in order to take out a specific list of threats to Strange's position. Let's see. Deadshot only has 3 targets left. Jack Ryder, Bruce Wayne, and Batman. Damn! He's working to a schedule. Ryder's his next hit. He's marked his current location. He's going to kill him in 4 minutes if I don't get to him in time. I've only got 3 minutes to save Jack Ryder.
You made me miss my target, Batman. I never miss. Come out, little bat. I could play this game all night, Batman. After I kill you, I'll kill Jack Ryder, Bruce Wayne. Then I can just collect my check. Where have you gone, Batman? Are you too scared to face it?
Bitch.
This isn't over, Batman. I swear.
Did you find Deadshot?
He's not a problem anymore. I'll let Gordon know where he is and come back for him later.
Alright, now I just pretty much have all of these I have to finish. And surprisingly enough, these are relatively easy to do. Just gotta just fucking play through them. Do not have a required... Okay. Use your remote control. Use the remote electrical charge to temporarily disable a backpack jammer. Okay. I'll be doing all these Riddler stuff in the next video. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.